Hey, Weird War Weirdos. It's Brian for another episode of Build and Chat, just like it says on the damn thingamajigger. So, I don't know if you guys can hear me because I got like a 3D printer going, I got a fan going, so I don't fucking die from the resin, which you're not going to die from the resin. You say you start knocking that thing back, and then you're really not going to make it. But we don't do that. All right, so tonight, if anybody ends up watching this and you can't hear anything, let me know and I'll turn the fan off or something at least because it's crazy balls. Try to get that out of the picture so YouTube doesn't fucking have a cord. All right, guys. So we are continuing our work at doing our group build for STKMZ 232, not the 231, because that's the armored car without the aerial. This is the command version with the big old wire aerial on it. So, booyah. Made a new friend out there. Hello, Emily. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Sorry about that, guys. Give me a second. All right. One second, folks. All right. So, what we got going on? So, this is what we got so far. Got the chassis, got the hole. We're gonna do all the other shit. Should be done with it. I'm gonna finish this tonight. That's what I'm gonna do this evening. Let's get this shit done. And then I gotta paint the damn thing. Now I'm painting it early war, so that's easy. Just pans are great. Just do some detail and stick some stickers on it. Boom. Do some weathering, some little washing, little dry brushing on it. Stick some decals on that bad boy, or decals, as you Canadians and Europeans say, decals. I have never heard the word decal until I watched. Oh god, there's a guy that does he has like a Gundam shop right in Canada, and he's got this massive warehouse, and he kind of goes through everybody's order, like what they do, and he says decals. I'm like, what the fuck is a decal? And I'm looking up. I'm like, oh, decal, okay. And then my buddy James, JVC Paint, he kind of meanders from decals to decals because he's cool like that. All right, guys. So what we got going on here is we did that. Okay. We are going to. All right. So we got that part. All right. So we're gonna do the bottom. We put that on. Ooh, I didn't do that on the last time. Look at me being naughty. Being naughty. So let's see here. So Texas, I'm telling you guys, fucking Texas. It's cold, it's hot, it's fucking rainy. I mean, it was in the fucking 20s earlier this week, right? No, it was like 80 degrees today. I'm just fucking dying. Killing me. It's getting wet. It's like I'm cold and then hot and then wet and then fucking scorching. Yeah. Just try to get through all that bullshit. It's crazy. So, but yeah, I feel bad. So right now, what I'm printing, I mentioned I'm printing up something right now, right? I am printing out the world famous, at least in the Weird World War II and National Lampoon circles. I'm printing up the American Battle Bus from National Lampoons. Russ Heath, fucking epic artist. It was so cool because like Russ Heath was part of the original National Lampoon's crew, right? And but you know, I'm a huge Russ fan when he was doing DC war books, because he had this technical level that was fucking phenomenal. I want to say he did some Western stuff too, but he was the guy who did the artwork on those classic like comic book, like the Roman like little soldiers you could buy through the comic book. He did that artwork, and he did like some other epic fucking artwork for that stuff. But he did National Lampoons, and he created. It's basically like a bus, right? You guys have probably seen it. I'll if I do a like a director's edit, I'll put a picture of it. But it's fucking epic. It's just like it's like a bus that kind of looks like a B-17. It's just driving through the German ranks and stuff and blowing shit up. It's great. But my pal, a nerd's nerd, she is an epic fucking 3D creator. She did the battle bus for me in 3D, pretty. So I'm printing it up right now. I'm gonna paint that up. I was supposed to do that last year for a group build, but you know me, never seem to have the time. But but I am gonna do it this time. And it might be, you know, listen, guys, it might be slow to the mark, but I do get there. All right, I do get there. So just bear with. Life, man. I love this hobby, guys. It is a time suck, and I work like 6 days a week. I'm fucking exhausted usually at the end of the day, and I've been, you know, this damn weather got me. So I had a flu for like a day, which is rare. I usually don't get sick like that, but it was from this damn weather. Bonkers. But I got over it. Man, that sucked. 24 hours. Shit, that sucked bad. But again, we're doing a Tamiya kit. I know you guys already know that if you watch this, you do this before, but it's my greatest model company in the whole fucking planet. So there, I said it. Unafraid. It's good stuff. But I use Tester's Epic Tester's Liquid Cement, the best shit in the planet. Emily? So trying to finish this up. I been going through a bunch of my stuff. I'm going to think I got a couple games that I bought and played, but don't really play them anymore. Board games, and I did. You guys, if you guys remember, I did that big game donation to the Temple Public Library, and they. I mean, I must have given them 100 games, board games, various like old stuff, new stuff, bizarre stuff, and I'll be honest with you. I mean, I don't do it for the accolades or anything like that, but they just kind of accepted them all, and that was it. They didn't say thanks really, and whatever, but that's fine. But I think this time, if I have some games I'm gonna get rid of, I'm gonna give them to the VA retirement home. We got a huge VA hospital here in Temple, right? And I deliver DoorDash for a living, and I'm thinking, shit, man, these old timers, when I see them hanging out, they're just kind of not doing anything. I said, maybe I'll just donate a bunch of board games to them. I might dig that shit, right? I might dig it. But so I got what is it? Pandorum. Oh, there's a couple. I got the original. Dude, I got brain dead here. I can't remember. But yeah. So let's jump back into it. But I hope you guys had a good good week. You know who I'm missing? I'm missing my friend Tiki. Tiki hasn't been doing his weekend. I'm up at 4 in the fucking morning doing a live feed events, and I miss Tiki's his tikiness. He's a good guy. Hope everything's okay with the Tiki in his world. Oh, here comes the fiddly bit. The fiddly bits. Fiddly bits. That would be your. You guys want to watch me? I mean, there's only one ear there in the ether, but oops, shit, where'd it go? But let's see what we got here. Right, let's do them in order here, because you know what happens when you don't do the shit in order. You put part A into slot C, and it all turns tits up. All right, C30. B. Again, guys, Tamaya, best best kits in the biz. All right, here's C40. Now, I think, like I was saying, this is the 232. This is like the aerial, the big frame antenna one. But the 231, I mean, you could use this kit to still make it. You just don't put the aerial on there. You just fill in those holes with some epoxy, and there you go, done. You got the 231s. I want to say that the 232s were like the command version of this tank, but I don't know if it was, to be honest with you. But it's a cool tank, or a cool armored car. It's like one of my favorites. The Germans have some badass armored cars. Little bits. Little tiny bits. So, hey, what's up, Lee? What's going down, brother? Oh, the 222. Yeah, 222 is awesome. It's wild because all the early war armored cars, like the German heavy armored cars, man, they were freaking awesome. Even though the light ones are cool looking. They had the what is that? It's not the 222s. I think it's the 221, 220. It's basically a 222, but it doesn't have the turret with the autocannon. It's just got like an open turret, like with a machine gun or something in it. I think it was like I want to say it was a observation vehicle, but I think it was just, whatever. Just a light armored car. If you guys don't know, Lee from Gaddis Gaming, awesome dude. He's a big Weird War weirdo. So, I was talking to I was interviewed here recently about Weird War and why it's kind of finding a little bit of audience, and the guy was mostly mentioning trench crusade, right? And I'm like, Weird War One, shit. My buddy Lee been doing that a long time before this. And it's funny because Trench Crusade may have borrowed some ideas from Lee, right? Because Lee also has his storyline has The Germans aren't in power. It's like the Holy Roman Empire, if I believe. And I think Trench Crusade kind of, similar kind of. I think I'm not. I don't know a whole lot about Trench Crusade, but hey, any weird war is cool with me because we like to keep it weird here. Yeah, so Lee's saying he started his in 2015, so suck it. He's got dibs. He's got history. And plus, he's got some badass weird World War II and like prototype stuff. Oh, man. Awesome stuff. You guys go check out Lee's stuff at Gaddis Gaming. Some epic stuff over there. Resin kits. He's got his own mini line. He's got his own hard metal or soft metal, I guess, whatever. Mini line. He also carries like other companies stuff as well. Cool dude to hang out with. He's a local man, right? Small business. That's what we want to do. We want to back our small biz weird war weirdos because they make everything cooler. Because we know what happens when these corporations get a hold of an idea. Oh my God. It can turn pretty crazy. Turn a bit crazy balls. Yeah, Lee does a lot of local cons and he travels about. So if you guys are, I think you moved, he was up in I want to say you're up in Detroit originally, but now you're down in Florida or Alabama or something. I can't remember. Georgia? I can't remember. You're kind of like down south now, if I remember correctly. I think my brain is not what it used to be, so. Oh, thanks, man. Audrey, nice to see you. Yeah, that's I live in Texas. I live in Central Texas, right, guys? So it's like, it's a drive to just get out of the damn state, right? It takes a week just to get out of Texas from where I'm at. So, and there's one local. Lee, you should come down to Texas one year. Go to a Millennium Con. It's usually held in it's usually held in early November or late October, and dude, that is your con because all it is like gamers. There's not. I mean, there's some corporate selling stuff, but I mean, it's like mostly shit that's out of production or independent stuff, and it's amazing because you go there and it's like it's like shit. I haven't seen this game in 30 years. Hey nerd, what's up, girl? Shit, I was just talking about you. I was yelling at Shadow. I'm like, what happened to Nerd? She disappeared on me. Good to see you, girl. Glad that in fact, I was just plugging you. I'm printing up right now the battle bus, the National Lampoon's battle bus. I should send you that STL, Lee. That would look awesome on one of your Weird War tables. If let me see if I can find a picture of this thing so you guys can. I'll put a link in it. Now, everybody, if you guys don't know Nerd's Nerd, she is a master 3D creator and manipulator. And she has an account on Cults, which is epic. And she's one of the good ones, guys. You know why? Because she does this because she loves the folks. She loves the hobby, and she does it for free. Yeah, if you want to throw her some money, you can. But she doesn't. She does it because she loves it, and we love her for that. Let's see, Battle Bus. Let me find this picture. Let's see if I can find it. Let you guys check it out. And she did. Oh, there's a good picture of it right there. Let's see. Link it. Sorry if I'm a little sniffly. It's freaking weather down here. Got me my eyes scratching and got my nose sniffling. Here's it. Let me see if I can get it. It's a right one. There we go. All right, guys. The link in right there. So, guys, the link in the chat right there will take you to a picture. It's going to Reddit. I guess that's pretty safe. It'll take you to a picture of it, so you can check it out. So yeah, this is the updated version. This is the version 2. She hammered out all the issues that we had with them originally, and I can't wait. It's got an interior. It's got dual 50s on the doors. I mean, dude, 30s ball mounts hanging out, and it says the bus is going to Berlin. So there you go. There you go. Like Steve McQueen says in The Great Escape, he says, I plan to see Berlin from the air and the ground before this war is over. So there you go. Do a little Steve McQueen right there. Gotta love McQueen. Man, that's such a great movie. I just watched that the other day. Woo! Fantastic soundtrack, fantastic story. Based on the real, based on the story that really happened. Man, great stuff. I tell you, these guys, somebody just fucking amazing. Some of these people just, backs against the wall, and they just do these fantastical shit. It's amazing. It leaves you in awe at some of the skills of these people. All right, enough of my jaw jacking here. Let me jump back in it. I'm glad to see you, nerd. I really was really hoping I didn't piss you off somehow, because that would break my heart if I pissed you off. It's not hard to do. I'm kind of a big oaf. Mel's always like punching me. She's like, ugh. I'm like, what? What? She's like, shut up. I'm like, what'd I say? What'd I do? Right, baby? She's like, stop talking. Just stop talking. I'm like, shit. What did I say? I'm a nice guy. I'm a nicey. And she's like, when you're sleeping. She's mean to me. She beats me up. She's like, don't say that. So, all right, good. Woo. I can sleep at ease now knowing that. I know it's hard for me to find time to do any of this stuff anymore, to be honest with you. But so me and Mel, I have. So one of my favorite dudes on the planet, because he's such a strange one, is David Lynch passed away recently, right? And I fucking love that dude. I used to watch he used to do the funniest little weather reports every morning on his YouTube channel or Facebook or YouTube, whatever it was. Just a great, just a fellow weirdo. I fucking love the guy, and he passed, but he left us with such a catalog of interesting and amazing stuff. But anyway, me and Mel are watching the entire Twin Peaks stuff, and she's never seen it, right? And I remember watching it when I was a kid. I think I was like in high school when it came out, and or I might have been just out of high school. Man, I just remember us all watching the shit and just like, what in the hell is going on? And but so Mel's watching it, right? And she's like, this is bonkers. I mean, it's to a level of insanity. And I'm like, yep, that's David Lynch. And she's like, I don't know about this stuff. But just like in any other David Lynch venture, man, you watch it and he just sucks you in, and you're like, yeah. That's another thing. I talk a lot. You got that right, Emily. But let's see here. But yeah, just David Lynch, just all of his. I mean, of course, Dune, his version of Dune is my favorite. That was epic. So I know the new guy, the French guy. I can't remember his name. I mean, it looks beautiful, but it ain't my dude. Nope, not my dude. But was it Lelin Bloblin? I can't remember his name. Begins with an L, I think. But yeah, so we've been watching that, and we're on season 2. So we're gonna watch the whole thing. We're gonna watch season 1 and then season 2, and then we're gonna watch Fire Walk with Me. That's the movie, and then we're gonna do season 3 because I guess that's the order you should watch it in. You know. But yeah, I'm stoked. But yeah, we're in season 2 now, and it's the whole weird the lodge, the White Lodge and the Black Lodge and the spirits and all the crazy. Bob is in the mix. You know how Bob is. He's a bastard. Laura Palmer, the whole Laura Palmer kind of storyline's kind of been done. Come to a conclusion. Oh my gosh, so James, just worthless dude. Just worthless, right? I mean, he's like bitching and moaning that, you know, I'm used to being whatever. That guy's got an awesome. Donna's an awesome chick, man. She's back in Twin Peaks. I'm not really pining for the guy, but I tell you guys, you know how it works. You know, you don't know what you missed until it's gone. So don't lose what you love. Don't lose what you. Don't be a selfish douche. Ooh. Let's see. Exhaust. See, I mean, exciting modeling work is exciting. You guys want to see like what I'm looking at? I mean, it's not too much exciting than what I got. There we go. So there you go. So you know, I'm sticking the parts here and where they should be, so I know which, you know, where they go and all that shit. And this is a 148 kit, which is epic because it's like back in the day. So you know, I'm not really into this 156 shit that Warlord created out of the ether, right? But you know, whatever. So I'm a 148 guy. So I mean, Tamiya makes some epic 148 scale like armor. That's some rare. Okay, where are we at? The exhaust. So we're looking at C25. Yeah, 148 Supremacy. You got that right. Oh, so nerd. So they got not Robotech. BattleTech has got some more shit out, didn't it? And then like I hear Robotech's coming out with a game system. So there you go. You got more mechs in the fray. I have to admit, like when I was growing up, I watched Robotech. Because I don't think they, like where I was at, they didn't have Battletech on TV. They had the Robotech stuff. The first season of Robotech. Like with the, I can't remember that. They weren't the Gamelons. That was a Battlestar Galactica, or that was a Star Blazers. Can't remember who the bad guys in Robotech was. But then I left when Lin Minmay started singing and shit. I'm like, ah, and then they're like, oh, what is the sound? I must change our ways. I'm just like, what happened? Madness. They just dropped the ball on that one. Well, maybe it's Gundam. Maybe I'm thinking of Gundams coming out. But that's cool. I mean, it's good to see some of these franchises, you know, reintroduced and expanding in our hobby. And that's cool to see more. The Zentradi, that's it. The Zentradi. I remember the toys. I had some of the Zentradi, like, God, what were they? I can't remember the battle pods or something like that. They looked awesome. They're like a big ball. Then they had like these like spiny these claw legs and shit. Those things were awesome. I had the toy of that, and I remember the Zentradi, like, if I remember correctly, the Zentradi were like real tall, right? They're like their normal size was like really tall, and but then they had like I guess they could shrink themselves down to like human size. But yeah, I was a Star Blazers fan, man. Oh my God, Star Blazers was fucking epic. That was so awesome. That was my jam. So I remember racing home after school every day. Watch, and then like it was funny because I I went to I would walk home from school and I'd have a babysitter. My mom's best friend was a baby. She babysat kids, right? And I would go to her house and sit there until like my folks came home or whatever. And like when we got home, all the kids were, let's go play game, let's go play football. I'm like, screw that, dude. Star Blazers is on, man. Give me a half hour. They're like, come on, dude. I went, nope. We only have 257 days before the Earth is destroyed. I got to see what's happening. I love that countdown every episode. That was great. That was great. 40 feet. My God, that's a big critter. But just imagine their capital ships, how big those damn things are. Woo. But what is it? The SPF-1? Is that the big old like the giant like aircraft carrier / mech that all the planes would shoot out of? Man, that thing was awesome. But yeah, that was but Star Blazers, oh my God, that show was just fucking epic. I remember because every episode was the same. They're flying through space. The Gamons would attack them. Then they get all beat to hell, and then they blast the wave motion gun, and then it was over. It just recycle that same storyline over and over and over. But it was great. Loved it. Now I know they did some live action movies. I have not seen that. I don't know if I can. I don't know. I don't know if it'd be good, or if you guys have seen any of the live action stuff. Let me know if it's any good, because I don't know. I don't know if I'm up for watching the live action. That's they screw up so much stuff now doing animated stuff to live action. I don't know if it translates well, but I don't know. 250 cents a day. That's it, Emily. That's it. It had a countdown. It's like Earth had, I believe, Earth had 1 year. They had 1 year to get to Gamelon and stop the attack, or before Earth was like completely destroyed. Yeah, the super fortress. That's it. Oh man, the wave motion gun. Hell yeah. I remember my friends, whenever we wanted to say, if we wanted to indicate some sort of, because we were war gamers back then too, right? We were playing like, I think of it in the mid '80s or late '80s. I was playing like mid '80s. I think is when Star Blazers was on. I was playing like GHQ Micro Armor and shit like that, and Avalon Hill bookshelf games. We're dead. But man, oh, kids have cool shit like that anymore? Oh no. It's so funny. Mel's gotten into this like total anti kid culture now. It's hilarious. It's like damn kids nowadays with their hula hoops and fruit bars. You can go to hell. She's like an old lady. Right, baby? She's like, shut up. I'm like, oh come on, give the give the Gen Zers a break. They don't know any better. They didn't have cool stuff growing up. Mid '80s, oh my goodness, we got a pup on the board. Emily was born in the mid '80s. I think Lee, you got some years on me, man. I think you're a little bit older than I am. I'm 51. Man, I'm officially an old bastard. That is for sure. I don't feel like it though. Except when I walk. When I move. I'm like, ugh. I'm making those dad sounds. I'm like, I remember saying, Dad, what's that sound? He's like, you'll learn. You'll know someday, son. They make the same sounds. He was right. Ugh. 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 So, anybody see anything good? Like movies or anything? I don't think I've even seen anything interesting at all. Oh, I did watch Smile 2. That was pretty good. It was a lot better than the first one. It's basically like a, I don't know if you guys, it's basically like, well, I don't want to ruin it, but this story is like she's the main character is kind of like a Lady Gaga or something, like a real famous singer like that, and she gets cursed. It's pretty good. Those are real like mindfuck movies. You're not sure what the hell's real and what's not. You're just like, what the hell? I like that kind of stuff. I tell you, that's older men. You know what to do. You know what's going down. You know how to do it. All right, so we got all that. Look at all this detail. All this. Let you guys check this out. That's where we're at right now. All this. Let me see if I can get this right. Ooh, look at this. High tech. All that detail. All the hatches and vision ports and all that fun shit. Anyway, let me stick this over here. See if this thing. You guys can watch my ugly mug. See, that should eventually unblurify. Because I know watching a blueprint, my hands just, it's pretty lame. I got good hand movement though. Like a Remo Williams action going on here. That's something I need to watch. So, if you guys, I don't know if you guys are familiar with. Some of you guys would be familiar with Remo Williams. It was a movie from the old The Destroyer book series, and it's great. Fred Ward. Oh my God, I miss that guy too. He passed a while back. Fred Ward. That guy should have been a leading man. He should have made more. But he was great. I cast a deadly spell for all your Weird War weirdos and stuff. But yeah, split screen. Yeah, now you're getting like too technical on me here. that would mean multiple cameras. Jeez, I don't know if I can go that far. But yeah, Fred Ward, man, great in the Remo Williams. But anyway, they were going to do a Remo Williams TV show, right? And but so they made like a pilot, and I have not seen it. And of course, it didn't get picked up because if it did, we'd all know who the hell Remo Williams was. But it didn't get picked up. But it's out there. I need to watch that and see if it's any good. It's probably not, because I want to say it's not any of the original guys, right? I need to. Let me see if I can get this camera thing fixed here. It'll hopefully. My ugly mug. No. But yeah, it doesn't have any of the original people in it. But if it's a good story, I can get past that. But I don't know. If it doesn't, what's those? I think it's on YouTube. I need to find it and watch that. I was a huge Remo Williams fan. Woo, love that show. What else have I been doing? Just working, guys. Just working my ass off. Work 12-hour days, 6 days a week. Get that. Uncle Sam's be breathing down my neck here in a few months. I tell you, every April saps my savings. All right. Like a glove, I'm telling you, man. These Tamaya kids are the best. They just fit. Whew. Perfect fit. Yummy, yum, yum. Perfect. So, nerd, you got any gaming in? You doing anybody out there doing any gaming? I saw that. I want to say, Lee, you did some con games. I want to say I saw recently that you had some pics of your con weird war going on. That's cool. It's cool to see that folks. You know, it's so funny because when I do my con games, it's always signed out. You know, I mean, anybody can come and play. You know, everybody's welcome. But what is with this damn thing? Look at my face. Ooh. Slowly bring it back. Maybe it'll not be blurry. I don't know. Oh, very cool, very cool. Yeah, so guys, Lee's got some great kind of a like not quite it's not weird war, but it's like he's got some of the heavy Italian armor that no one makes. He's got some of the old the prototype. Man, my brain is not. Is it the M5 or M? No, it's the M6. It's the M9, M6 heavy tank. Man, those are beauties, dude. They made like a handful of them, and they used them for pretty much PR stuff back in the states. But I want to say that with the transmission issues, they just didn't do anything, and they just made the Pershing instead. So it just kind of got stuck at home and didn't do anything in the war. But yeah, yeah. Well, it was a whole different design. I want to say the M6 is like just like it's developmental hell, and they just went on with the Pershing instead, which is a badass thing. I love the Pershing. Speaking of tanks, you guys remember the movie Tank? Man, that movie was great with oh god, who was that? That was Rockford from Rockford Files. And my brain is fried. I can't remember. Where he like his son gets arrested by some crooked cop, and he owns an M4 tank, and he uses it to jailbreak his son out. Oh man, that's a great movie. The P40, yeah, P40 looks pretty cool. I want to say that I think this is right, but I think didn't Rommel say that the Italian tankers are the bravest men in the world because of the vehicle, the tanks they had? Damn, woo, that's rough. It's funny. I was watching a YouTube channel where they like kind of do a walk around of the tank of like some like tankettes, like Italian tankettes, and my God, dude, you can just open that. I mean, you just walk over and just punch the thing and put a hole in it. I mean, it was pretty frightening. But they don't even think they had. They didn't even have like locking latches on like. So I want to say that like you can open up the engine cover, right? You can open up the engine cover, and you could just like you could see the damn driver's feet from the engine cover being open, right? You just like, all right, I'm just gonna throw a grenade in there and everybody's dead. And I'm just like, man, it's crazy stuff. And they're so small, man. You gotta be like you gotta be like 4 foot to even be in the damn thing. But I think in general, tankers in all militaries, tankers weren't very big. They wouldn't fit in the damn tank if they were. We got me saying that these tanks are bigger than you think. There's an M5 here in Ford. What Ford is it? Avery, I think. It's just outside of Austin. And that M5, dude, it's fucking big. M3/M5, it's fucking big. I mean, it's got, but I don't know about 5 dudes in that damn thing. That's nuts. But it's bigger than you think, and they have a Hetzer there too, and it's bigger than what you think. You know, I don't want to be a damn Hetzer either. Fuck that. Yeah, up armored mopeds. You got that right. Jeez. What is it? That French moped that had was it the M? It had that recoilless rifle. Like you rode like a recoilless rifle. I know that's Cold War, but that's pretty fun. I think Dust did. Didn't Dust do like a kit of that, like for like the female um, mercenaries riding a recoilless rifle? Something else behind that one. But yeah, there's some pretty good YouTube channels that do like the vehicle walkarounds, and like I mean it's like you especially like the German armor, right? It's so rare, and it's like you never you might see a German tank on the outside, but it's rare that you see them on the inside. And man, it's just like archaic, it's brute, it's brutal, it's small, it's cramped. It's funny. I watched something recently. The Ukraine Russian war going on. They show the inside of like a T-72. My God, they like paint that tank on you. It's so tight. It's insane. There's an autoloader floating around, pushing shit into a breach. Pass. I want that. I mean, I don't know. These guys are fucking mad, man. I'll just do that, guys, since it's not digging. Yeah, the Vespa 150 TAP. Yep. Yeah, Chieftain's Hatch. Yeah, he's that. I guess what he was like an ex tank commander down here. I want to say he was down here in Fort Hood for a while, and then he went to Fort Knox maybe. But I think Fort Hood's the biggest tank base in the States. Yeah, the Fort Hood museum down here is awesome. They got a couple. They got the first Cav has a museum here, and the third Armored has one. And is it third Armored? It might be the third Cavalry battalion or regiment or something. Anyway, they got some pretty good World War II stuff. They got some of those like late war heavy American tanks, like the big bastards. I can't remember what the hell they're called. They made 2 different models of it. It's not the M6. It was like just post-war. They're massive. They have a couple of those down there. Tons of World War II stuff and Cold War stuff. A lot of they brought a lot of like Iraqi stuff back with them after the Gulf War. So there's a bunch of like T-72s and BMPs and stuff down here too. I want to say just across the border up there in Oklahoma, I think Bliss? No, not Bliss. I can't remember. It's the artillery school. They have some pretty kick-ass artillery pieces up there to take a look at. They have like an 88. That's pretty sweet. There's also the Lee, the one I watch also. It's the what's the big the big British tank museum? Yeah, the T-29. Yeah, the giant. They're massive. They almost look like M60s that have been like blown up like the air pump made just mad. I don't know. They're crazy looking. They're fucking huge. But yeah, they got a bunch of cool stuff. The first cab's pretty cool. They got some like Vietnam era like choppers and stuff to look at too. That's pretty cool. Bovington, that's it. The I want to say Bovington's Tank Museum has a YouTube channel that I watch. It's pretty good. You know, it's so funny. It's like the other day, someone was saying like, "Why aren't there more of German tanks?" I'm like, "Because they all got blown to hell." I mean, that's the truth. Hey, look at there. What's up, Diver? Good to see you, brother. And you know what's funny, guys? Diver is even talking about delving into a little weird war. Man, he's going the way of the weirdness. I'm talking about Diver. Enjoying the cool kids. Yeah, they were using the. I want to say weren't the. Let's say the Syrians were using what Panzer IVs as artillery to shell the Israelis and stuff. That's crazy. Yeah, it's true. The Panthers. I've seen like I want to say that the I've seen some pictures of like the French had like at least a platoon of Panthers post-war, or maybe just after, just like in '45 they had a platoon of Panthers being used by the French. So that's a slap in the face if you're a German. You're like, dude, they're using their own shit. That's what's cool. I mean, it's like you have a lot of these games, and I'm not a big fan of like codex type games because most nations, except I don't see America doing this, but like a lot of the like Axis powers and kind of the smaller allied states would use captured equipment, just turn it around and use it against the enemy. But I didn't see the Americans doing that a lot. They didn't do that a whole lot because they had so much shit anyway. They just it's not in the supply chain, so don't use it, son of a bitch. Oh yeah, the Super Shermans. Yeah, the the Israelis updated that Sherman as long as they could. They put one. Didn't they put 105s on the Sherman, the Super Sherman, or not? They didn't call it the Super Sherman. They called it the. Oh hell, I can't remember. They have the Easy 8 like chassis and stuff on them. 50, my God, 50 Panthers. That's a lot. That's a bunch of German armor right there. But someone asked me, it's like, why aren't there more German shit? And I'm like, well, because honestly, most of it got blown to hell, and then it just or got wrecked by their crews or whatever, and it's not around. And the stuff that is around, a lot of it just went into the scrap, and then that's why you got very few, working German armor. A lot of it's just sitting, like just static displays. But it's pretty cool that Bovington has that working Tiger that they use for like Fury. It's pretty neat to see but I mean, just seeing how that thing works. I mean, it's amazing that these tanks could go. That's why they had them. That's why damn railroads were so fucking needed. Is because these tanks could not maintain a long road march. They just couldn't. They just break down for sure. So you had to get that shit to the area by rail because there's just no way to do a long march with these vehicles. And plus the gas. My God, these things are gas guzzlers like crazy. Oh, also, guys, go to Lee. Lee's got a badass. Some people call them tumbleweed tanks, but the ball tanks. Go to Lee. Lee's got a badass. Some people call them tumbleweed tanks, but the ball tanks. Fucking hell, I got one. Let me go get that, Lee. I'll show that off to the folks. I get up. Oh my knees. There's my dad sounds. Dad sounds. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Here's my That's awesome. That's from Lee's, from Gaddis Gaming's. So in my world, the Chinese have this badass engineer, and he's like developing some advanced tech, and this is one of them. And he's borrowed this Tesla stuff from the Americans that aren't really using the tech, but the Chinese jumped on it and they're messing with it. But I made a bunch of rules for it, but it's a kick ass. But this model also comes with like shit. Lee, you put so many different fucking weapon design. You put like there's like rotary cannons and like maybe like 37 mils and then like big old giant like las cannon things, machine guns, all sorts of different. So when you buy this kit, it comes with like 6 different weapon outloads. But I did the Tesla guns because come on, if you're gonna be weird war, go full bore, right? And zap. 1/48 scale. Look at that. Awesome. There you go. You can get that from Lee. He's a badass. I tell you guys, you know, having this 3D printer, you get overwhelmed with all the jobs you do. But man, you know, shit, they're great. A lot of folks out there selling 3D printing stuff or their own stuff. You know, support the folks that you dig. You know, if it's for free, like Nerd, you know, plug her. You know, let other people know about it. You know, give her the credit that she's due, and you know, help out the small business like Lee's. You know, Gaddis Gaming. You know, they got some great product. Help if you can. If there's a line that you love it. Buy from it. Oh, that's cool. That's a great idea, Nerd. Oh yeah. A lot of and Nerd knows about this. A lot of the Dust community, like the printer community, I do a lot of like you know, modification. She does it too. She does like modifications off of like Dust vehicles or just like 1/48 scale Tamiya stuff. So you can have like, you know, like she does like hell. If you have like the M3 half track, she does like the half track, and then it's got like, you know, it's got every version of it that you could possibly have. It's pretty awesome. Like 75 in it and 50s and mortars and all sorts of shit. Yeah, Tamiya is just, I just love it. That's my favorite. As you guys know, I just can't say enough about them. And I've been building Tamiya since I was a kid. And in fact, I wanted, you know, it's funny. It's like we talked about this the other day. It was like if you're gonna have a beginner kit, right? You know, because a lot of these beginner kits are just shit. You know, they're put, you know, they're snapped together and all that stuff. But you know, I think that if you're gonna put a beginner's kit out, it needs to be badass. So like when the kid's putting it together, it fits really well, and it's really like a Tamiya kit. It fits really well. You know, there might be some more pieces, but they learn right out of the bat that, you know, it fits well. It's easy to do, and when you're finished with it, you have this fantastic product. But when you get all these like you know, these like beginner snap tight crap, it's shit. I'm just like, why do you do that? You want beginners to have the best, so they know what they're, you know, the love of the hobby, not, you know, just you know, upgrade to the next level. Screw that. Give them the best right out of the boot, so they'll come back for more and more and more. Man, the model industry must be having it rough with all of just the tech out there now. Woo. With the 3D printing and all that stuff, I'm sure. But yeah, progress, I guess, huh? It's good and bad. The next thing, is these 3D printers I can print like in color. Oh my god. Can you imagine that, guys? Or, getting the file, printing it up, and it's already painted. Oh god. I'm not lying. I would love it because I would like get more gaming in. I'd have all my shit would be painted. I get a bunch of gaming in, a hell of a lot more gaming, buying more shit because I didn't have to paint. My eyes have gone to shit, guys, and it's like it is an ordeal for me to paint and put shit together nowadays. But I mean, I love it, but man, if I could just print up something pre-painted, ready to rock and roll, holy cow, I'm in. I am in. Let's see what else we got here. What else we got up in here? Oh, what is that? It's coming together, folks. It's coming together. Got the So nerd, I got a buddy of mine. He upgraded his 3D printer to some, I don't know, 20K or whatever the newest like level of definition or whatever. And he gave me his old Saturn II, so it's bigger now. So that's why I'm able to print that battle bus because that I had the what did I have? I had these the Mars 2. It was just too small to fit that bus in there at 148, but this thing, no problem at all. Oh, that's cool. No, I didn't know. I didn't know. Are you playing like the Ottoman Empire? Is that what they are in Trench Crusade? Are they still the Ottomans? Yeah. Diver says he's playing the Muslims in Trench Crusade. That's cool. I didn't even know they had that faction. I don't really know a whole lot about. I've just seen kind of like um, residual stuff about it. I need to check it out. It looks okay. I mean, it definitely looks like it's definitely a grim, dark kind of look to it. Through the grapevine, I had heard that Warlord was going to retool K-47, right, into a more gothic, sci-fi, horror, gothic, whatever feel. And this was a couple years ago. So I'm wondering if that might have changed because Trench Crusade came out and maybe they don't want to, or I don't know. They need to do something with that damn franchise though, that K-47. Because I mean, it's a decent rule system. I mean, it's basically bolt action. I think it's better because it has these reactionary rules to it. But yeah, but again, like so many of these corporations, they are fucking pricey. They're kids. My God, I'm not a big fan of a lot of their mech stuff. I think it looks kind of silly, but I still think Dust has the best mechs in the weird World War II genre. And hell, that can be easily used for Trench Crusade and stuff. Ottomans, that's cool. Yeah, I plan on eventually putting an Ottoman like get a Hungary in the mix, Turkey. Not Hungary, but Turkey. Have that do up an army with the Turks for Weird World War II. Have them kind of like how does that fit on there? It basically, I think I'm just going to use like weird or World War I Ottoman troops for Weird World War II Turks. Have big old mustaches and shit. Oh, here comes the little fiddly bits, like big giant meaty claws. There are some pretty. I mean, again, guys. This is for wargaming. This isn't for like, modeling, expertise kind of shit. There's some great YouTube channels out there that these guys are fucking amazing. They make photo quality, model kits. But again, I don't spend too much time because these are game pieces for me. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard war. It's so weird. It's just like the price. It varies. It's just depending on what you're playing. You can have a really good payout, or it's a good value. Oh, does that go down? Go on? Let me see. I gotta give me a reference here and see what the hell that looks like. Oh, those are lights. Interesting. Oh, they got little lights. So, like right here. Let me see. Hold on. So like here, there's like these are like little like spotlights, like almost like little exterior lights. So, like, I guess when you're climbing out, because there's like a bar, like it's like an escape hatch right here. I guess it lights it up or some shit. It's kind of cool. I did not know that. Yeah, I wanted to say, Diver, you were kind of diving into some when the Ranger was around. You were starting to kind of delve into some historicals, weren't you? Like some was it Greek stuff? Was it the Peloponnesian or not sure what conflict it was you guys were doing, or it might have been Roman stuff. I don't remember. Was it the Gauls? No, you weren't doing Gauls. You're doing like Hannibal and like Africa, Scipio, or whatever. It's so pathetic. I got a degree in history and shit, man. My brain is so mush now. I can't remember half of the stuff I used to know. All that historical stuff. All right, what do we got here? Oh, here comes the cage. The cage. What does that fit on there? It goes up, down. This. There you go. It's just like an arm. This is such a weird thing. It's just like it's like spaced armor. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I followed the Ranger when he went. I don't know where he went. He moved out. I think he moved out. You're in Utah, right? Somewhere out there. I can't remember where he moved, but yeah, I don't think he does many videos anymore. He seemed like it was interesting because he was like because I know a lot of people like Ranger, ex-military, real historical driven guys, and they're like, to a T, making sure the shit's historically accurate, which is cool. I mean, I used to be like that before I went broke weird. But yeah, he had a drive. It was pretty cool. I'd seen that in some of my the original people that I used to play. Yeah, Diver, you should hit the cons, man. I mean, I know you're kind of you're a competitive player. I don't know if you're I don't know if you're a contest player, but I mean, you play kind of competitively. But man, go to some of these cons, dude, and just go to play some these old timers hosting these games that have been dead for 30 years. Man, you will have a fucking blast, dude. I mean, it's awesome. The cons are a lot of fun. Around the ones that I go to, at least. I don't know. I haven't been to a lot outside of the state. I'm sure they're all pretty similar in the drive and the get to those independent cons that aren't driven by the corporate, whatever. And then you'll have these guys and these incredible tables playing systems that are dead, but I mean just as good as anything on the market now. They've been playing it for 40 years. Yeah, some good stuff. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I knew he was still in the deserts out there somewhere. Well, at least he got himself his own. From what I remember, he got himself his own little game room, as a hobby room. It was pretty cool. Fiddly bits, guys. Big meaty claws. Fiddly bits. All right, what do we got here? How does that fit on there? Woo! If I did that wrong. No, that's right. No, that's the wrong piece. That's why I'm like, that doesn't look right. What the hell? You got to get the right piece, dumbass. Man, guys, I have got to get some new tools. Look at this shit. I probably had these tweezers for 20 years. Man, look at them. Let me see if you guys can see it. It's like, look at that shit. Let me see if I can get it. There's gaps in it. It's bent. These are old. I think these are old Squadron Signal tweezers. I'm just like, all my shit is just ancient. I gotta keep. I spend all my money keeping Mel in her lap of luxury, right, baby? I don't have money to buy freaking nice things. I gotta take care of Mel. Right, baby. I gotta take care of you. That's why I can't buy new tweezers. Oh, so check this out, guys. So you're here. I'm gonna lift it up. No. Just okay. So Mel got some horns, like these little horns, for her car. But because Mel's a big fingernail. What do you call it? Nail. Or whatever. She bedazzled the hell out of this shit. Look at this.
They stick on the top of my car.
Stick on the top of her car, right? So her car is like a devil car. Guys, she's like, I'm so hungry. Go give me some ice. Go give me some candy. I'm like, my tire has a flat. I gotta get it plugged tomorrow. I have to take your car. And she's like, yeah. So, dude, I'm driving the road with this pink nightmare. It's pink all over it. All these girl sayings and shit. I get all sorts of looks, but that's all right. But yeah, check that out, guys. Bedazzled devil horns for her car. Can't really see them, but let's see if I can get it. I don't know how that works. Let me see. Put it back. There we go. Look at all that shit. Bedazzled nightmare. It's pretty cool. She says they'll get stolen the first day.
Yeah, somebody steal them.
Some asshole steal them.
So I would have done a better job of placement and stuff. I just cram them all on there because I know some idiot in the ghetto is gonna.
Yeah, she's gonna be delivering something, and someone's gonna walk off with her devil horns.
It's a
Son of bitches.
$2 craft car.
Yeah, but it's the point. Oh man, I'm gonna have to freaking tweezer that bad boy. All right, let's do something easier. Oh my beard. I'm a gird. C22. Deuce. Yeah, action packed, guys. I know. You guys just can't get enough of this. Driving you crazy. I drive you wild. It's like, what the hell? It's like, it fits on the front. So that's one cool thing. It's like when you do these model kits, it's like, what the hell is this bit? Okay, this bit goes right freaking in the front. It goes right here. The front of the vehicle. It's probably some sort of fucking stowage, or maybe it's like maybe a chalk, like for a tire, like when they're doing something, they chalk the tires with it. Shit, I don't know. But it's there. It is there. How does that fit? Ah! That sign is... Is it angled? No, it's just like that. Ha. Okay, good. Got it. That's one good thing about this this Tester's liquid cement. It goes on so wet, and then it doesn't leave any residue behind when you paint it. And the shit just welds right on that bad boy. Done, son. Suck it. You're there forever and ever. Forever, never. So Mel's been watching this crazy shit on YouTube, right? So there's this guy. He built, what do they call him? Terranium? Okay, so it's a terranium. So a terranium is basically like a fish. Okay, this guy creates this artificial ecosystem, right, in his fucking living room.
No, it's not artificial.
Well, no, it's not artificial, but it's not in the fucking rainforest. It's in his living room.
It's a simulation.
Yeah. But this guy's like a hardcore nut, right? And he like everything in it is alive. All the plants are real and alive. All he does is introduce the moisture and the light to it. That's it. And it's just like all these critters are in there. Yeah, he has like the different cycles and stuff, and it is bonkers, but it's pretty fascinating. And it's like ants and little amphibians and all sorts of crazy shit in there, and then like some stuff popped up that I didn't even know. It like some sort of like beetle, like.
It was a boatman beetle or a boatsman beetle.
Boatsman beetle, yeah. So I guess it hitched a ride on like one of the plants that he put in there, right? And it's like, so it's thriving and shit. It's crazy. All right, Divers, good to see you, man. Thanks for swinging by, bud. You get some rest. I know that you're Diver's a driver, not like me. I just deliver shit, but he's a real driver. He's driving big old fucking semis and shit, carrying other semis and shit. You be careful out there on the road, dude. I know the kind of people driving on that road. Shit. Keep it weird, Diver. Yeah, I'll probably do this until the top of the hour, because I gotta get my beauty sleep. Because look at this mug. That needs some beauty. It needs some help. All right, so there's that. So we got that. I think those are tire chalks. So when they're fixing shit, I guess they just chalk the tire so it doesn't go anywhere. I think that's what those are. All right, I'm gonna try this damn thing. It goes up. That's gonna have to wait. that's an off the video put together, because I'm gonna be cursing like a madman on that one. This son of a bitch. Okay. Could do the. What is this stuff? I thought I was gonna get this done on this feed, but nope. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Man, I made these damn exhausts. I want to put these things on. Where do those go? Oh, they're on the rear. Well, guys, I think I'm actually at a pretty good stopping point. So we got a little bit done, not too much, but this is enough to keep you guys from being too bored. Hopefully, and me yammering about stupid shit. That's always fun. But hey, I want to say thanks to everybody who came by. Sorry, Brian, you're coming right towards the end, dude. But everybody, appreciate you guys coming out. Let's see my ugly mug here. Be sure to check out Lee's Gaddis Gaming. He's got some great Weird World War II and just all sorts of great shit. Go check his stuff out. His Shattered Crowns rule system, and he's had a Weird World War One game since 2019 or 2015. So don't think that Trench Crusade was the first, because it wasn't. Definitely go check out a Nerds cult page if you're a 3D printer. She is the bomb. She's got all sorts of great shit, and it's all free, and we love her for it. And I'm glad that I got to see you again, Nerd. I love you to death, girl. Keep in touch. And everybody else out there in this crazy, crazy mixed up world, you know what you do. You keep it weird. Okay, guys? It's good to see everybody. Have a good week. I guess it is Sunday, right? You guys have a good week. Hope you make lots of money. You win the lotto. You meet that perfect person, and you dodge that bullet. Okay? Keep it weird, guys.